Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about a product that was actually sent to me to test and review for you guys. They are called the glider gloves. So if you've not heard of these before, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned because I'm going to go over some of the features and everything in this video. So let's jump right into it. So like I said, this awesome company reached out and asked if I wanted to test and review these for you guys. And of course I said yes. I think the idea that these have basically is the fact that you're able to use any sort of touchscreen device with these gloves on. So whether that be an iPad or you know, your iPhone or your GPS in the car that, you know, is touchscreen, or anything that's in your car that's touchscreen. Maybe your, I know some stereos are, CD players, all that sort of stuff. So that I think is really, really awesome. So a few of the things I'm going to go over, kind of a few of the things about the gloves before I actually jump into like my actual review about it. So they are really, really nice. They are fairly heavy duty, which is nice. Like they're a nice, really, really good thick material. And all of the padding and stuff inside of them is thick. You can see that you can pretty much use any part of the glove for that touchscreen use. And so to put them on, you have your whole hand you can basically use to use your touchscreen with. So that's really, really, really nice. Like I said, they're very thick, so each finger is really thick. There's a lot of padding there. The other thing that's really nice about them is when you order them, you actually order to your size. So they get you to measure a few points on your hand to figure out what size you actually are, which I really like, because a lot of the time, if you're not able to try something on and you're buying something online, you don't really know what size you are. And gloves is one of those things because you don't often size gloves, right? Like you try them on, they fit you or they don't. And so that's one of the features I really liked about them, is the fact that, like I said, you can go ahead and get your exact size just by sort of doing a few measurements on yourself before you order your own. So they do actually have two different kinds. So they have a lighter weight glove and a heavier weight glove. So depending on what you're kind of needing them for, if you're needing them for just sort of everyday use, or if you're wanting them to be out and about lots, you can go ahead and pick between those two options. I'm going to have everything linked down below for you guys, so you can go ahead and check out their website, check out their sizing, all of that sort of stuff. And then that way you guys get kind of all the information from there as well. So right now they're actually doing a bit of a discount. So I will have that linked down below for you guys to go ahead and check out if you are looking for a pair of gloves for yourself for, you know, the winter season, something that's kind of easy, lightweight, but is able to be used, like I said, with all of your smartphones or touchscreens or anything like that. I will have that listed down below for you guys as well to get a little bit of a discount off of the gloves. So now I'm going to jump into my actual thoughts about the gloves and my review. I'm going to do my pros first and then my cons. I always try to give you guys a little bit of pro and a little bit of cons on every product I'm doing, and so that's what I'm going to do now. So like I said, I really do like that they are like a lightweight glove, but they are also very, very nice and thick. I like that I can use it on my touchscreen on my phone. It works fantastic. They are so nice. Everything slides and glides really easily. You're able to get through everything. I've had a few gloves in the past that claim to be touchscreen, and then when you're really trying to press, or you're really trying to navigate between your gloves and the phone or whatever it is that you're using. These, it's like you are just using your hands. They are super, super easy to use with any sort of device that's touchscreen. Another thing that I said, and it kind of goes along with the fact that they're thin, is I really like the, I don't know what the right word is for it, but I really like how snug they are to your hand. They're not really super, super bulky, so you don't really have these big man hands when you're wearing them, which is really, really nice. My husband and I both have basically the same size of hands, and so he tried them on, and they fit him virtually the same as they fit me. And so even for a guy's hand, you know, they're really, really nice. They aren't really super bulky or anything like that. So another thing that I do like, and this can kind of go for all gloves, but I like that they are gloves. I like that they're not like a mitten. I normally tend to buy mittens, and so I like that the style of these are gloves. Just because, I mean, I think it would work with a mitten as well, but it's just nice to have, you know, all your fingers available when you're dealing with, you know, trying to use your smartphone, dealing with your kids, you know, unwrapping wrappers or zipping up zippers or whatever. That is very convenient with these. So on to the cons, and I do have a few. The very first thing I will say is like I said, I like the fit of them. They are a little bit tight to get on, so when you're getting them on, you kind of have to sort of maneuver them a bit, but once they're on, they're snug. One thing I don't like, and maybe it's just because my palm isn't as big as it needs to be or something, this could just be my own genetic makeup, but this is just a little bit like bulky there. I don't know if you can see that. Like all of this extra stuff right here is just extra like sort of fabric that's not really needed. Like there's my hand, right? So there's all this like extra fabric, and again, that could just be my hand. Another thing that I will say is I find that I don't have very big, thick hands, and this is the large, they are fairly tight on my fingers. So somebody who, like my dad, maybe has the same size of hand I do, but has very thicker like fingers and stuff, and palm as I do, or than I do, they might not fit him as nice. And so keeping that in mind, that you might want to size up if you have a bit of a thicker hand, they're just a little bit tight in the fingers. Another thing that I will say, because they're a little bit tight in the fingers, like even now, right at the like bases here, it is fairly tight. I almost feel like it kind of cuts off the circulation slightly. And so I find that like my fingertips, even though I'm outside and it's, you know, they're keeping my hands warm, my fingertips up top here get a little bit cooler than they would if I was wearing like just a normal glove or a normal mitten, because of the fact that they are so tight here. Now again, that might be the reason they are so good on the phones, right? Because, or whatever touchscreen, because you're not having all that extra bulk, all that extra weight there, and it's basically your finger. It feels like you're just using your hands. So, you know, you can kind of take the good with the bad. I would say that this glove is a fantastic glove for somebody who isn't necessarily going to be out and about for a really long time. Like you don't want to be like outside with these for a couple of hours. They're not going to be nearly warm enough. But I think there's a few really awesome things. If you had these under a pair of like mitts and then were able to pull your mitt off and use your phone, that would be fantastic because you're still covered, you're still warm. Another thing that I will say that I think that they are fantastic for, or would be fantastic for, is like a courier. You know how anytime you get a package, they come and they have to like do on their little pad and get you a sign, all that sort of stuff. They're constantly pulling off their mitts. My dad is a courier, so I know that. And you know, it would be nice for them to have this option, this like totally awesome, lightweight, you know, snug fit to your hands type of glove, because then it is like a second skin and they're able to just continue on with their work, if that makes sense. Anyway guys, I will have glider gloves listed down below for you to go and check out for yourselves and figure out kind of what size you are and all that sort of stuff. Whether you are purchasing for yourself or someone else, they make awesome little gifts. I would recommend them for people, like I said, who use a lot of touchscreens. They, like I said, feel like a second skin. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up and go show Glider Gloves some love. Go check out their page and we will see you in my next video. Bye guys.